And
Yeah.
hi, everyone. I am so excited to be doing this impromptu interview with the one and only Willie Alfonso. He has been a chaplain for the Knicks. He is currently the chaplain for the Yankees. And tell who else? Say some other.
The Giants, Staten Island Yankees.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to give you the run through of his history real quick because I have a few questions. And we're going to talk loud because there's a lot of people, so I'm hoping you can hear this. But Willie was born into a crazy abusive family. At 11 years old, he tried to stand in between his dad and his mom, who was beating his mom. And instead of getting covered by his mother, he got pushed on the streets. So at 11, he is living in a cardboard box on the street, homeless as a child. And then at what age did you get your job in the warehouse? 18, he gets a job doing drugs, everything you can think of. And then this man comes in, totally not like him, different ethnicity, witnesses to him. God intervenes his life. Tell us about that real quick. Like cardboard box to $8 million mansion. That's what you kept saying.
I mean, homeless, wind up getting saved and couldn't read, couldn't write, learned how to read and write. Got my diploma, got my degree in Chaplin with the Yankees for 28 years. It's crazy, from a cardboard box to sitting with the greatest relief pitcher ever in the history of baseball, Mariano Rivera, for 18 years.
Yes, real quick, lineup of people that you've been able to witness to and see them go from unsaved to saved.
Mariano Rivera and his wife are now pastoring, have a church in New Rochelle. David Tyree, that caught the greatest catch in Super Bowl history, is now a pastor. I helped mentor him. Lonzo Mourning, that played for Miami Heat. I could go on and on and on. Yeah.
Okay, so another thing you mentioned that really stuck out to me is when you said God doesn't come. Talk about when you mentioned God does a lot of things, but he's not going to intervene with free will. However, we have the power to not sin. And you talked about your name and you live to protect your name and about how we have the power to not sin.
Yeah. The only thing we own is our free will. That's the one thing that God would not give in the middle of. That you have to do on your own. But he doesn't leave you alone. If you get saved, the Holy Spirit is the third part of God. And he's the one that warns you, hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? Now, are you going to respond to that or are you going to go your way? You have the power to say no to sin. The thing is that we don't take it. When the Spirit speaks to us, we just want to do what we want to do, and we get caught up in all kind of stuff. So I've learned that my last name is Alfonso. If I ruin that name, I ruin my wife's name. She's Alfonso. My kids are Alfonso. My family's Alfonso. I gotta guard my name. How do I guard my name? Listen to the Spirit that lives in me.
Practical ways, real quick on that. You're with these players, and we know about the player life and things that come at them. And you mentioned something in there about some of the things they go through no man could say no to, temptation-wise. So what do you do in that life? You're there, but what do you do?
I walk away.
Yeah,
I walk away. I go to spring training. I can stay in the hotel with them, but I don't. I drive an hour and a half and stay with my brother. I'm safe. I got to drive an hour and a half there, hour and a half back. Those 3 hours keep me safe. So it's worth the 3 hours to come home and not bring death and shame to myself and my family.
I love that. And then lastly, I love that question when he said, what about your prayer life? So talk about just real quick, and we'll end there, about, again, you didn't grow up in a Christian home. You said your mom was in witchcraft and your dad was the most abusive man on the planet. So this is something only God, like you said, could do. You could never have written this. So today, everything you've been through that's led up to today, what is that like to cultivate God's presence in your life and being the man that you are as the pastor chaplain?
You got to work it, man. No pain, no gain. Setbacks are only set up for comebacks. I had a setback, but it was set up for comeback. When the devil was meant for evil, God turned into good. Why did he turn into good? Because I was receptive to that voice of God. Christianity is not a religion, it's a relationship. You hear God, you walk with God, and you respond to God's truth. Otherwise, you go nowhere. You stay neutral. Where do you go neutral? Nowhere. So I'm a holy roller and all those names they give. That's me. I got no problem saying that. I'm not going back to where I came from. No way. I love walking with the Lord. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't lean on your own understanding. All your acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. And here He is. Here I am in Texas. He directed my path.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So much. And if people want to look you up for your books and things, where can they go?
WillieAlfonso.com.
Okay, and then your testimony and other stories.
Yeah, all that is there, or you can go to Amazon and get the book on Amazon.
Okay. Perfect. This was my favorite interview yet. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.